Yo. It's your girl Marissa J here to slay per usual, and welcome to my new podcast called Lit in Real Life. This is a new thing that I'm trying, a new project that I wanted to work on, and I want to explain to you guys what the meaning of lit in real life means. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I probably have like 10,000 posts and maybe like 5,000 followers. To some people, that's a lot. To me, that's not a lot, but hey, there's a reason I have so many. It's because I don't post for show. So that's what lit in real life means. I don't post for show. I don't do anything for show. Anything that I do with or without the camera on. I do with or without an audience. So lit in real life basically means just that. Like, no matter whether I'm on camera or off camera, I'm lit in real life. I have 10,000 posts because I don't post for people. I post for my future generations. And when I say that, I mean I want my grandchildren, my children, my great-great-grandchildren to look back at my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, or any type of social media that comes out. They can go back to my MySpace for all I care. And I want them to look back on those things and be like, damn, my granny was lit. Great-grandma was popping. So that's the reason why I constantly post. I constantly update my social medias and anything like that. Anything that I have going on in my life, nothing's different than in the public eye or versus behind closed doors. So that is what my podcast is about today. And today I do have an amazing guest for my first show. And I'm going to introduce him. Some of you guys may know him as Marquez Cantrell. Some of y'all may know him as Motivated Quez, but I know him as my brother Quez.
What up, y'all? It's Quez Cantrell, man, here with the first episode of Lit in Real Life with my sister. You know what I'm saying? And, man, we just gonna talk about some, everyday stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Like Quez said, we're going to talk about some everyday stuff. And today's title of today's episode is We Really Are the New Parents. And by that, I don't just mean parents, because, granted, both of us are parents. It could be aunts, uncles. Technically, we really are the new adults. And that's the crazy part of life right now. We are so unserious.
Yeah, bit too. What?
We are nothing like our parents were
at
before.
all.
I tell my son that all the time. I'm sure you tell your daughter that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's start with give me how you feel about soft versus gentle parenting.
Man, I think you need a balance. You know what I mean? I think if you just completely focus on soft parenting,
right,
you're gonna have kids that run over you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have kids who, they gonna act crazy when they out because they ain't got no, nothing to, no repercussions when they get home.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, but then if you go on that complete other side where you just super hard, super tough, super stern, you kind of you're gonna have kids, they gonna wild out when they get out the house. Once they away from you, they just gonna hide everything. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sneak to do everything they want to do. So it's kind of like a balance. You know what I mean? It's kind of like trying to build I ain't gonna say a friendship, but a relationship with your child.
Right.
You know what I mean? To where it's gonna get to a point where it's certain things they don't want to talk to you about, but you just hope that you've made them feel comfortable enough to come to you and talk to you about it. You know what I mean?
Real.
So I think it really it just take a balance. You know what I mean?
A middle part.
Yeah, for sure. Because you when you gotta be tough, But you also want your kid to you want to try to. I don't necessarily know if I would say soft parenting, but just trying to be more understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really big on, I feel like a lot of parents are sheltering their kids right now. And we always say times were different when we were younger. Times were different when we were younger. I don't feel like they were different. I just feel like we didn't have as much access to social media, didn't have cell phones. You can't see where they are. In my opinion, which is different than a lot of people's, I really feel like times are better now because you can see that. I walk to school by myself. And I know I walked for like 20 minutes to school and nobody, no phone, no nothing, 5th grade. And you didn't even know I wasn't at school until the school called you maybe by the middle of the day. After, they got to do the roll call and everything to call you on the phone and no cell phone. So they calling you at work, hoping you at your desk to let you know that your child did not show up to school today.
That was a crazy time.
Yes. And so I feel like a lot of parents are sheltering their children from living the life, because everybody wants to shelter their kids. You want to shelter your kids from the things that you've been through. Yes. Sure. But at the same time, we also have to remember that we have to put the reason we're good at the things that we are, the reason we're aware, the reason we have our heads on swivel, the reason we know these things is because we were put into those situations. Yep. So I preach about just like this with the city bus. I know some parents are very against the city bus. That's okay. Show child, do whatever the hell you want to do. My child rode the city bus to school. Because I ain't got time to drive all the way across town like that every day. Yeah. That's a lot. And if you doing it, that's on you when you in your gas tank. It ain't mine. 2, because of that, now he's able to. I use this example. If my kid, and not you particularly, but if my kid got lost with your kid, let's just say, I'm not saying you Quiz was with your kid. As long as my kid, let's say they have no phone's dead. And as long as my son can get to a bus stop, my son gonna get home. Yep. And you're gonna have kids who are 17 years old that will see that bus stop and still not know what to do. And to me, that's a problem.
They won't even think of bus stop as a
they'll see the sign and be like, "What? Okay,
keep it pushing." Go try to ask somebody, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" Then that's even more dangerous.
Exactly. And let me play off what you said about the fact of no repercussions. I seen a whole bunch of kids who get in trouble for something at school, bad grades, skipping class, doing stuff they know they ain't supposed to be doing, and then when they get home, you don't even do nothing about it. Yeah. So what lessons are they learning? They just go. That's why they keep doing the shit over and over again. So
it ain't no like you said, ain't no repercussion to it.
Facts.
Man, I don't know. I think it's a difference too because you got a son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's
like I wouldn't feel comfortable under like no circumstances with my daughter being out in the world like that. And regardless of what age, you know what I'm saying. So that may be a little sheltering. But I know like me as a kid, man, once we left out the house, we was gone.
Till the street lights came on.
Like we was gone.
If not a little later.
Ain't no telling where we done been.
Yeah.
We take the bus. We might ride the bus to the mall.
Facts.
We walk to the center, Candy Lady house.
Your mama did not know where you were the whole day.
Or she thought she knew. Like she'd be like, yeah, he over his auntie
house. He said he was going to the school to study.
Man, nah, we everywhere.
That's why I tell my son, you can't trick me. He was like, Mama, can I go to the library? This time I asked him. Usually I don't ask him. I said, to do what? To hang out with my friends. I said, exactly. Just say you want to hang out with your friends and stop telling me you want to go to the library. I'm like, bro, I have been here. I've done this. I know what it is to lie to your mama. Yeah. You're not good at it. So
not
stop.
At all.
I tell them, please don't lie to girls because you're horrible at it. Please, don't you ever lie.
Yeah.
So
it ain't for you, boy.
Heck no. So let's move forward talking about active parenting. You are extremely active. I've known you since I met you when you had the baby, you've been active. I'm just being real, a little fat cheek. Yeah. You've been active. I'm an active parent. I'm noticing that now that there are a lot of parents that you feel like they're active, but they really aren't that active because they don't have a clue about, just like we know, we get a text about KD being tardy or his grades. Some people don't pay attention to any of that. Some people don't know what their child's grades are. Then they looking crazy when they pull them in the office like, well, your child's flunking. Oh, I didn't know. Why didn't nobody tell me? Man, we did. Yeah. We did.
Yeah. It's a part of like active parenting is really like you gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
Like every day you gotta think ahead. You gotta think what the day look like. You gotta think what the week look like.
Right.
Like, and to even have a life outside of them, you gotta know their schedule. Right. So that you know what, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I know on this day I can't do this because she got this going on.
Right.
But I know on this day she ain't got nothing going on. So it's just like active parenting to me is just like, I don't know, it's like the norm. Like, I don't really know how to, I don't know, I think we in a generation where it's kind of different. Like, people don't want to feel like the power of themselves being taken away from them from having to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you get a lot of kids that may get neglected.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? For the parent, like, Jody, you know, mama still gotta have a life too, which is true, but
but not
at the expense of
who?
At the expense of who? Of your child or your parents, and like, so I don't know. It's just we're in a different time, man. It's like we are the. I don't even feel like my age for real.
Yeah, these kids these days, they think that they consider us old. So I mean, I get it. When I was that old, you know, and I heard someone was 38, I'm 38. Wow. How old are you?
35.
That's fine. It ain't that bad, you know. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I like me a little young dude. You know, my husband 5 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, I'm not a cougar though.
What are you?
I'm a jaguar.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference. You don't know there's levels to this. There's a list that goes on.
I ain't familiar.
So 5 to 10 years. I'm 5 5 to 10, no, 0 to 5 is Jaguar.
Okay.
5 to 10 is Cougar.
Okay.
So,
10 plus is what?
10 plus is Cheetah. 10 to 15. Okay? 15 to 20.
It's a mountain lion.
It's a bobcat.
Bobcat.
It's a bobcat, my boy.
Right.
Anything else above that is a lioness.
Okay.
So I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, what's the problem?
There ain't no problem. Y'all ain't too far.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I just only heard cougars. I ain't never heard of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be levels to it. Because I hear cougar, I hear like, you 40, you 50, you dating a 20-year-old. Cougar can't, the whole thing can't be cougar.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have,
you gotta break this down.
Yeah, a panther in there somewhere. I should have been a panther.
It might be better.
Yeah.
It might be better.
And that's on period.
0 to 5 you might want to change it.
To panther, it's a jaguar.
I like panther a little more.
So you want 0 to 5 panther?
Yeah.
So I'm a panther.
Yeah, you're a panther.
I'm a panther. Black panther. That's on period. Okay. So I was on Facebook or Instagram, I think. Might have been Instagram the other day, and I saw a post. And the post said that my kids are going to be so salty because they're not going to no sleepovers. The answer is no. And I saw that and I'm like, damn, man, like, I grew up going to sleepovers. Like, I went to a whole bunch of white, black, Asian, Hispanic, to a cheerleading squad, everything, my cousins, everything. And I was even seeing people say they can't even go to no cousins' houses.
Damn.
Right. And so I was just confused by that. So what's your thought process on sleepovers?
Man, I don't know, I'd be a little skeptical to like sleepovers with random people. Okay. Like if I don't know the parents, you know what I mean? I never met them. Yeah. Then that's one of them things where it's like, all right, I got to at least know who these people are before I send you. Like, you the most precious thing to me. So before I send you over to, somebody's house, like.
But you're not opposed to it.
No, I'm not opposed. Okay, cool. For sure. I at least want to know, like, I don't want to get all in everybody's business at their house, but like, I at least want to know that my daughter ain't going to be in an environment that, it's going to endanger her. Right. You know what I mean? Because some people's house ain't, you know what I mean? Like, some people's house ain't they leave stuff laying everywhere. They, you know what I mean? Like, so everybody's house ain't built the same, but I think as long as...
Everybody's house ain't a home.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. So did you go to sleepovers as a kid?
I did. Yeah. But it was, I went all the time as far as like people that played on my team, like sports team. Every Saturday we was going to somebody's house after the game. Okay. But I think I only went to one random person sleepover when I was a kid, which was cool. It was somebody at my school. Yeah. You know what I mean? But my mama, she still was like,
I don't know that one.
No, who is, you want to go, who was that? You know what I mean?
Stranger danger.
Like, she was one of them, and it still took everything out of her to like let me go. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I went to sleepovers and maybe I just didn't notice. I mean, I guess all of them were people that like my mom essentially knew at some point. But it was I never was told no for a sleepover. So I don't even know. So when I see that, I be like, dang, I was never told no for a sleepover.
Did your mama know everybody?
Yes and no. I mean, she at least met the people, I guess. Yeah. But it was one girl that I know that I met her, the girl through my mom's coworker, and it was a white lady. She was cool. They had a big old house. She used to let us flip on everything and shit. That shit was fun as hell. So I just can't. I spent the night at I was in ballet, tap, and jazz, and I spent the night at most of their house. I was killing it, y'all. What's that? Rock and Robin. Was it? Rock and Robin, tweet. Yeah, I still know the tap dance to that. Try me. Put some little tip taps under my shoes and get
don't you know?
Oh yeah, but yeah, I don't. It was a big essential part. So one thing for friends, okay, cool. You don't want them to spend the night at their friend's house. But when I saw somebody say cousins, I'm like, dang. So at that point, I'm like, maybe they have. I'm just gonna play. I ain't gonna say devil's advocate, but maybe I'm going to try to see it from their side. Maybe they've had some type of trauma in their family. Or maybe they've been through some trauma to not let you even spend the night at your cousin's house. Yeah. So I'm like, dang, like...
Maybe you just know that part of the family. Like, you know them a little, like... They don't watch their kids over there. Them kids be running them up. Them kids do whatever they want. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it could be one of them situations where it's like, she can come over our house. Yeah, man,
I think I saw that on everybody's post. Like, they can come over here.
They can come over here.
So I'm like,
you know what I mean? They minds me.
So would it hurt your feelings if, like, let's say, my baby wanted to come over your house, and I'm like, nah, you can't go over there. Like, would it make you feel any type of way, or would you be like, dang, like?
Nah, I'd be like, all right.
See, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'd be offended. Like, why the hell they can't come over here? Like, what?
See, I don't think they.
What's going on?
I probably didn't want them to come in the first place. Like, I would probably with like, man, shit, I barely want mine here this weekend.
Man,
you
listen,
know what I'm saying?
If it makes my child sad, then I would be sad. Because if he really wanted somebody to come and the mom's like, no. Now, I ain't gonna get mad. Okay, let me say this. If it's a random person, no. Like, if it's a random friend and like, no, I'm not comfortable. I'm like, oh, okay, because that's happened.
Yeah.
I invited one of his friends from his class, and she said she's not comfortable right now with that. I said, hey, that's fine. But like a family member, yes, I'm offended because the fuck? The fuck is you? Like, yeah, so, but I ain't never had that problem either.
Would you think that would warrant a conversation? Yeah. Like, would you want to, like,
would I want to know why?
Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd probably curse him out. Like, why the fuck he can't come over here? Like, I'd be mad. Like, not mad, angry. But I'm like, why they can't come over here? Yeah. Like, what's wrong? I would think something was wrong with here.
Yeah, or do we got some type of problem?
Yeah, or is there some issue between us, between the kids? Yeah. Do you not, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be understandable. Yeah, I would be offended because, like, if I asked you, because me and you were close, if I said, can Callie spend the night? And you was like, no. I'd be like, why? I instantly be like, why she didn't spend the night?
I can see that for sure, because it definitely wouldn't be. I wouldn't give a damn.
I know you'd be like, what time you gonna come here? Like,
what time you want me to drop her off?
Yeah.
What she
I know
need?
Carmen be like, what time when you pick her up? I'm gonna go somewhere. So it would offend me if my close friends and my close family said no, but some people, like you say, like,
so a random stranger, it'd be like, all right.
Oh yeah, because that's happened. Like I said, it happened, and I was just like, oh, that's sad. Yeah. He missed a hell of a party.
I ain't gonna lie, we got some. She keep trying to go over one little girl house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not that I'm opposed to it. I just be like, well, me and her ain't talked about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These kids, they got phones, so they making their own plans with nobody money, no ride.
Carmen talks about that all the time. She be like, they done made their own plans. Talking about we going to the mall.
Yeah.
How and with what money?
See, when we was growing up,
what the money?
My mom would be like, "I'll drop y'all off, but I'm not picking y'all up."
Listen,
so y'all better figure that part out.
I said, listen, before I even came to my mama though, because I already knew what it was.
You already had the plan.
I already had the plan. They don't have the plan. They just got where they're going. Yeah. I come to my mama and be like, hey, everybody going to the mall at 2. I either say I got to ride or I'm going to catch the bus. If the bus that leave at 2 and pick me up at 3, I'll be in the mall by 3:15. My mom be like, all right.
Yeah, the high success rate with that.
Oh, every time. My mama never told me no to anything unless I was in trouble. And usually if I was in trouble, I didn't even bother to ask. But my mom was not strict. She wasn't like some people could just go be out till 2 in the morning in 10th grade. Like, hold on, man. Yeah. It wasn't like that. But she never, if I asked and I had good grades, I was doing well in sports, it was always a yes. What time is it over? It's over at 2. You need to be home by 2:30. It don't take that long to get home. So I didn't have strict parents. So I don't know how that. Man, it's my dog. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. She worse now because she let them little motherfuckers do anything.
Why is it like that?
I don't know.
My mama a completely different person.
Grandparents, that's a whole nother situation.
Crying all the time and shit. My mama never cried.
Don't hit him that hard. My mama told me, don't talk at him. Talk to him. You didn't talk to me.
I don't even know what that looked
like.
What
are you talking about? I remember my.
I never experienced that.
Period.
I got talked about.
Right, and then they go. I ain't gonna lie. I do that too. You ever you got in trouble with your mama being there telling her friends what you done did? I'm sick of his ass. He always. I do that.
Tell him I did.
I be in the kitchen telling Carmen, telling somebody, "Hey, Katie did this," and I know he be in the back like, God, if you don't stop.
Are they raising me or you? Why is that my co-parent?
Why do they need to know this? Period. Let me move forward and talk about the double standards between boys and girls. Since you brought up earlier, you got a son, I got a daughter. There's a lot of double standards when it comes to boys and girls. Like we cool with our boys, like you just said, it's cool for the boys to do that. Yeah. But the girls, and that just lingers over into adulthood of what girls, men can have sex with a whole bunch of girls, and it's you still a hoe. Yeah. But the world don't see it as you're an acceptable hoe. Yeah, you're an acceptable. I like that. You should get a shirt that says I'm an acceptable hoe.
I mean, I probably could sell that.
Yeah, I think. Hey, listen, I don't think nobody got that.
I know a lot of acceptable hoes.
I know a lot of them too that might buy it. Shit, I buy one just to wear it as a brand. You know that.
I don't really think that's a sex thing though. I think I think we got some acceptable women, some women that's acceptable.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
The word,
but the word hoe, I agree with you. The word hoe came from a man. Like men called women hoes. We didn't make that for ourselves. They called them whores. It came from whores. Yeah. If it wasn't for men, unfortunately, I ain't saying this. We don't need men. We definitely need, especially the black ones, because y'all are beautiful. If it wasn't for men, a lot of things that women have had to endure we would be somewhere far off. At one point, we couldn't have an abortion or anything without your consent.
Yeah, patriarchy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that just leads into dun 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 dun, but it's nothing.
Without a woman. See, he said a lot right there.
Yeah, he said it, but it ain't even a man's world. How you start like that? Why you start like that?
I mean,
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Hey, don't give me the talking.
Yeah.
Hey.
Period. So why do you think? How do you think? Do you think we'll ever get away from that? Do you think, or you think it'll always be like that?
You mean like
it's boys can do XYZ, but girls can, or that we grew up talking about. Oh, it's your flower. Don't give anybody your flower. But y'all was laying seeds right and left. That is crazy.
Sprinkle.
It's a whole garden back in this bitch.
Nah, I ain't sure we'll ever get away from that. I think it's like the world understands that like some men are predatory.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some men are predatory, so there's always going to be a level of energy put into protecting girls and women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that, like, as a man, like, that's the first thing I think about when I'm out with my daughter. I'm looking at everything. You know what I'm saying? She go too far away. I'm looking at, like, it's there because men understand how predatory men can be.
Men understand men.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, like I feel women wanting to like have, I guess, that layer of freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then it's also like that's cool until it ain't. Until you need to be protected and you don't put yourself in a situation where I can't protect you because you've been moving a certain way, or like I don't know, I think it just comes with the territory of like women are something that I as a man feel like we need to protect. Okay. And sometimes that may feel limiting or like just make them feel boxed in. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does.
You feel me? So like, and then I think there's a level of protection that young boys need too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because you got men who are predatory against young, you know what I'm saying? Like the sex don't really matter when it comes to somebody that's a predator.
Especially now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think there's always going to be a gap between what we allow boys to do and what we allow girls to do.
Facts.
But I think there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it's right? Or you just feel like it's just always going to be there?
I just feel like it is. It just is. Yeah. I don't feel like it's a right or a
wrong. It is what it is.
It just is. You know what I mean? Like, it just is that, like, as a man, there are certain things that I have to do, whether I feel like it's right or fair. There's certain requirements that I have as a man.
Yeah.
Just like there's certain requirements that you have as a woman.
True.
Like, I can't birth a child. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that an ability that I was blessed with. So, that's something that women have. So that means in that range, you have to move in a certain way because you can birth a child, if that makes sense.
It does. It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just, of course, you're a man, and being a woman and having this box that I have to be put into, it feels differently. You know, you're on the outside looking in saying, I want to protect you, and I'm on the outside, I'm on the inside, like, I got my own blicky. I'm good.
For sure.
Yeah, because Carmen already know the blicky gonna get sticky.
For sure.
But I understand what you're saying. I do agree that it's always been a man protects the woman thing, but it is very hard when you can't even, you feel like as a woman, even back then, even in high school, you felt like you couldn't tell, like if you had sex with a couple people, you couldn't say that.
For sure.
I couldn't tell nobody that because I'm gonna be a hoe. I could have had sex with 3 people, and the guy I'm cool with could have had sex with 30 people already, even in high school. And you like, oh my God, you're a hoe. You slept with 3 people. I'm like, wait a minute, because you had Keisha, Isha, Aisha, Leisha. They just told me. That's why I did it. That's why I did it, because they told me.
Yeah.
They said you was good with the blicky. It was, but damn, I'm a hoe now. So, yeah, I don't think, honestly, I agree with you. I don't think it's ever going to change.
No.
I don't think it's ever going to change in this world. So, which is crazy because there's more women than men. So you would think that we could mold that narrative, but it's like it'll never happen.
That means you would have to change people's mentality on a grand scale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to change a person's mindset when you talking about hundreds and hundreds of years of it being that way.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It's been a man's world forever.
In theory.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's hard to change people's mindset of the way people see things, especially when it comes to like societal norms. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's why I say it just is what it is. It ain't fair. You just gotta figure out how you operate with it and be okay with it. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we in 2025 now.
We are.
And which is crazy. You know, I thought we was gonna have flying cars right now for real. Like for real.
Man. Shit, we might be close. Elon Musk.
Man.
Ain't no telling what he's
awkward ass.
Man, yeah, I don't even want to get into him.
Yeah, let's not, because he's ugly, and I don't. He look like his face is just was made and put on.
Evil. But yeah, we're gonna.
2025. A lot more people are either just waiting to have. Well, I'm gonna say waiting to have kids, or just now having children after the age of like 35, 40. Yeah. Like so many people. Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think like the reasoning for that is?
I mean, I think that like even with studies, they've gone to show that like 30 is probably like the best time to start having kids, because that's when you kind of hit your like financial aptitude in your life. You know what I mean? That's when you hit a spot in your life where you like more financially grounded to be able to take care of kids. I don't know though. Like I kind of get having kids earlier because you get to grow with the kids. Y'all get to, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to be no grandfather. You know what I mean? Like I mean like I don't want to be no old ass 50, 60-year-old daddy at the graduation.
Oh, because some of these, that's my granddaddy. No, that's my daddy. A lot of these people about to be like, listen.
That's what's gonna happen though.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Or people just not having kids at all. You know
facts,
what I mean?
That's really happening. A part of me be like, when I was younger, I was sad I was having a kid. I was depressed, like, what the hell going on here? But as I got older, I was like, and seeing people like start to have kids, especially now, I'd be like, what the hell? My body hurts. I can't, like, it hurts now. Like when I get up from this table and this seat, their bones are going to crack. It's going to happen. It's going to sound like some fried chicken being popped in half. What the hell y'all thinking? I'm not doing that.
Know no better.
Listen, I'm not doing it. Having Riley at the age I had, was crazy. I've noticed a lot of women that have kids at a later age, which I'm not permitting anyone from having kids at a later age. God bless anybody that has children. I'm not doing it because I'm tired. Like, at 21, I was still, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all, pregnant, was still kicking it, still at the club. Whoever allowed me to go to the club when I was pregnant, that's a damn shame that y'all let me do that. But y'all did, it's cool. I got pictures at the damn neck and everything. Big old belly. Kappa party, big old belly. Me and Nisha, we was outside. Yeah, but we was having fun. I mean, we weren't hurting nobody. We weren't doing nothing. We weren't drinking or nothing at the parties or nothing, but we were going. You couldn't pay me to be pregnant and go to a party now. First of all, who's letting me? Now I got grown-up friends that'll be like, you're not going anywhere.
We know better now.
Yeah, but you couldn't tell me to get pregnant right now. I got a couple friends I know that's pregnant right now. I wish them luck. My cousin Nay, shout out to Nay, she on her number 3. We talk every day. I wish her luck because I am tired for her. Yeah,
that shit ain't easy.
Man,
especially the older you get, like you're more mature. Yeah, and you know better. Yeah, but it's still just like that. Them 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning wake ups and. Change, like, bro, just the thought of having to like change a diaper right now is not appealing. But I want more kids, so it's kind of that. I'm in between.
How old is Callie?
What I mean? Callie 9.
And you say you want more kids?
I do. I love kids.
I know you love kids. I know you love kids. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you try to have them kids. Man, I don't know. Cause your gap gonna be real big.
Hey man, she gonna help raise. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact.
She's gonna help raise the
That's a fact.
The next child, that's gonna be her. You know what I mean? She already walk around with baby dolls and all that. So like, you know what I'm saying? She been waiting on it, but I don't know. I still want more, but then I just think about it like, bro, do you really want to be 40 with a kindergartner nigga? Like, excuse me. Do you really
It's okay.
But do you really want to be 40 with a kindergartner? Like, I don't know, cause I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want to be. I'm mad now that I'm gonna be the age I'm gonna be when Raleigh graduates. When KD graduates next year, y'all. I was gonna be 39 years old. I was gonna be out there like
emptiness.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, look at these little bitches. Yeah. Now I got Raleigh. So 10 more years later, but still ain't gonna be. It still ain't gonna be bad. Raleigh is 6.
Okay, that ain't bad.
So he's in kindergarten. So I got 12 years of school left. So 12 plus 38 is what? 50. Yeah. I'll be almost 50 years old.
But your 50 you gonna be
I'm gonna be stunned on.
I already know your 50 ain't gonna be the 50. Like that's kind of, I think, with us getting older is like we are redefining what age looks like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Our generation, like I know a 35-year-old when I was growing up, shorts. You know what I'm saying? That's who was on the grill at the cookout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the little cookout shoes, leather strap looking shoes, like
father-in-law got.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they was wearing at 35. I'm
the lemon pepper stepper 23.
I'm still going to the store get J's and you know what I'm saying.
So we're dressing completely.
Yeah.
That's why when I see people our age dress older, I be like, why are you still dress? I'm not saying you can't dress like that, but I'm like, why are you dressed like that? You do know that there's more modern clothing. Maybe back then I felt like there wasn't. My mama was fresh back in the day though. I ain't gonna even lie. When I see her little picture, she had on some J's and one of my pictures. I said, okay, get it, sis.
Yeah, see, my dad never kind of. He dressed like this his whole life. You know what I'm saying?
I told Ronnie, that's how I pray you dress like. I pray you keep up with the time. He said, I'm forever gonna keep up with the time. Yeah. I feel like even when we 60 and 70, we're still gonna whatever that looks like, whatever.
It's gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga 60.
You just gonna have the salt and pepper on.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna wear them wigs, baby laying down real cute, give me a swoop. Nails gonna be done. I'm gonna get more tattoos. What you talking about?
Man, I wonder if it ever comes a time where you just wake up and you feel like dressing older, like
how, but what do you do? Like, I'm gonna put on
like?
this. I'm going to put on this one-piece dress today. No, I don't know. I ain't going to never wake up and do that. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I think the times just change and the fashion changes. Mm-hmm. And we wear what we like. So what we like might become obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Like what we like might start to, even though these kids, they wearing the early 2000s gear now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you fuck around got something in the closet right now that you can pull out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So... Yeah, I don't know when it happens. I just hope I never just grow old into that. You know what I mean?
But you know what's funny is, too, though we dress, I look at us and I feel like, we dress pretty dope. Like, I'm like, man, we clean. Our kids, now my auntie, my niece, she does tell me, like, auntie, you dress really cute she say it for an old lady. I'm like, first fuck off, I ain't old. But she tells me I dress cute, but we still don't dress like how they dress. Yeah. And I say, like, I know how to dress. People tell me I know how to dress. But to my son, like, when I try to get him, like, an outfit for, like, a picture or something, he don't want to wear it. And I'm like, but this is fresh. Like, it's fresh as hell. It's still not to him.
I was about to say, today's generation, they going to be like, damn, Unc. Yeah. So they say they going to call a little man.
They just wear hoodie. You know what's fresh to them? A pooch icy mask, a hoodie, and pajama pants, and Crocs. That's fresh.
Weird. That's weird.
A belly shirt with some holy pants.
These kids won't be comfortable.
And baby hair that comes to here. And eyelashes that come to... I love a good lash. I slick some shit down too now. But not when it comes to here. And then the eyelashes up here. I don't understand that. Yeah. But it's not for me to understand. We did our shit though back in the day.
We did.
We had some the fan ponytail. Yeah. Our parents thought that was horrible. I had what's the little twist, the love knots? The love knot. Well, I was tearing the love knot up.
I'm not familiar with
man. You remember them?
I had to see them.
You twisted like a little ball of curve. Like
and it
had sometimes it had a little hair coming out of it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I just seen the
flowing holes with that hairstyle, boy. You couldn't tell me. I'm gonna go get me some love knots, my boy.
I just seen the little girl wearing them.
And so they bringing them back.
Yeah, I just did volleyball practice just now. I'm like, okay.
Bring it back, baby. Bring it back. So
Prom 99 hairstyle right there.
Listen, y'all. So before I continue, there is something that we will be doing on this podcast, and this is going to be a segment called Cutting Up with Carmen. Carmen is a close friend of mine, y'all. She funny as hell, and I'm going to let her do her thing. She's going to come on here every segment, and she's going to ask a few questions to my guests. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the way and let her handle her business.
Hey everybody, this is Cutting Up with Carmen. So we have some questions that I wanted to ask. So we're talking about parenting, right? So the first question would be, what's the worst whooping you ever got and why?
Man, I think the worst whooping I got, I ain't gonna lie, I think I might have got a C, because I was like an A-B student. So the first time I brought a C home, my dad was like, I got a whooping for getting a C, but my brother didn't get a whooping for getting a D, which is, because that was normal behavior for him, I guess.
He held you to a different standard?
For sure.
Okay.
And it hurt. But he could whoop my ass. My dad used to have this belt that had like a Cadillac, a 69 teal Cadillac on the front. And every time I seen that belt come out, I just knew what was up. It was SmackDown time. Like, I think it raw in this month. You know what I mean? Nah, that was my worst whooping for sure. For making a bad grade. For a C. Yep.
Dang.
I was had been second grade, I think.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was at the corner store and I shouldn't have been there. My daddy rolled past in that Monte Carlo and saw me. Then I was like, damn. He was like, usually I say, take all your clothes off. And this one time he said, don't do that. And I was like, okay, I'm good. I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. I put like toilet paper and all that in my bed.
Why my brother did that too.
But the toilet paper was hanging out. My daddy saw it. He told my ass up. He told my ass up. So yeah.
Charmin flying everywhere.
Man. Shouldn't have been at that goddamn. I was trying to get a goddamn what them motherfucking them little candies.
You gotta get some lemonade.
Man. I'm trying to at the goddamn Eddie's. Shout out to Eddie's in Chicago, Southside Chicago, 93rd. So yeah. Okay. So my next question is about, you know how you ever been like overstimulated as a parent?
I think so.
So like it'd be like a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the instance of that? If you've been overstimulated as a parent, and like what did you do? Like did you snap? Did you crash out? Like what you do? What you do to calm yourself down?
I just go sit on the patio.
On the patio.
I just go sit outside.
Already?
Yeah, I like sitting out on the patio. You know what I'm saying? Watching the weather. That's what I do.
That's old.
Yeah. I grew up with my granddad.
Yeah. Okay.
So I ain't gonna say I do that all the time, but yeah, if I'm you call me Pop.
Yeah, you Pop. What the hell you? About sitting on the damn porch.
Yeah, I go sit out on the porch with my headphones on. Nah, little chill. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I'm smoking, I might go roll me up something, drink some wine or something, just cool out. You know what I'm saying? Tell her go do whatever she need to do. Leave me alone for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, you could be fighting for your motherfucking life, and then your kids be like, "Can I have some Robux?" You be like, "God damn, you want Robux? Damn, I'm trying to pay a light bill. Shit, the fuck out my face about some goddamn Robux." So I can say that overstimulated, but
do you actually say that, or do you just say no?
In my head, but for me, I spoil man. We pass.
So you still give it to him?
No, she about to be 15 now, so we don't do that. But now it's, man, Mom, these Jordans finna drop, and I'm like, girl, I am trying to pay the bills. Ain't gonna be asking about some goddamn Jordans.
My daughter don't never ask for stuff like. I think I'm lucky.
She'll never ask me that. We can switch.
She just want to go to Five Below.
Damn, mine like Five Below, but then she like, can we go to Nordstrom's? I be like, nigga, spell Nordstrom. The fuck?
Nah.
Who is Kurt Geiger?
I ain't.
She got like 8 purses. Spoil her ass.
I ain't made it there yet.
Well, it's coming.
Shit.
Mine be wearing the swoops and the dupes, the Lululemon. She act like a rich white woman. I'm like, girl.
Who she hanging around?
Stanley Cup. I don't know, because
the internet.
The Stanley Cup, the Lululemon, the swoops and the dupes, the lashes.
It's TikTok.
She got had her Miris on.
Damn.
Yeah.
You raised a little baby.
I'm poor. It's fucked up out here in these streets. God damn. You said little baby?
Yeah, you raising a thug.
Whatever, Pop. Okay, so the next question that I have for you is, well, your baby is 9, right?
Yes, she is.
So this really probably may not apply, but...
I mean, I got nieces and nephews that's a little older that I'm, you know what I'm saying, active.
Okay. Have you ever had, like, a random conversation about, like, sex, and how did you, like, talk about that? Did you keep it real? Did you lie a little bit? What you do?
I don't even think I never talked to none of them about that. I hope their parents have. I ain't.
But you
know, my daughter, she too, she fixed her hair up the other day, put earrings on. I'm like, who you wearing this to school for? What's his name? You know what I'm saying? Because I go to lunch. I know all the little kids in the class. I go, hey, Callie's dad. You know what I'm saying? We come up here, I bring lunch on Friday, about 30, 40 chicken nuggets. They all trying to eat lunch with us.
You was that man.
Listen, man.
You bringing the chicken minis?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. A couple orders of fries, But, nah, we ain't got that. We ain't got that yet. And I'm kind of stressed I ain't ready for that conversation.
It's coming too. Mine about to be 15. So.
Nah, my daughter gonna be a nun.
You say that.
Nah,
till you realize
hey, speaking into
one day
existence.
my child is getting cracked and that hurts your heart.
Hey man.
My kid is so pretty and I just be looking at her, the niggas be flocking. I be like, damn, do they got some daddies? But then I be like, okay, let me focus. But I be like, damn, one day she finna get cracked.
Man, see,
it's hard out here to think about that shit.
I ain't that far ahead.
You gotta think about it because it's gonna happen.
All the little boys, I know they like it at school though, because it's like, it's a little set of twins. I think both of them like her, so they both come speak to me every time they see me, shake my hand.
Not a 2-man with the twins.
Man, nah, we ain't on that.
It's hard. Mine's a teenager, so I have to really think about that. Like, damn. And they be like, one little boy ran into a wall trying to talk to her. Damn. I said, do you see me? He didn't even care what I was. I've gone to the mall with her and her best friends because I'm short, and they just thought I guess was one of them. But I'm like, I'm her mother. She was like, back up. Give me a little space. I was like, dang.
I ain't ready for that shit. I got 9-year-olds.
I'm sad because one day she gonna get pushed through the mattress.
My daughter still watch Scooby-Doo.
What?
So,
okay, well you got a little time.
They don't even need to bring that conversation to me. Like,
well, you gotta talk to them, man. Cause you know it'd be some little boys and they'd be like, so what's up? You gotta talk to them. You gotta let them know.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's coming. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, we'll move on since you ain't ready. Since you ain't ready, but it's gonna happen, and you gonna be like, yeah, dang, somebody want my job.
You make me sad.
I know. Then they be like, can I take her? They want to go to the movies and stuff. You be like, damn, you know what happens in the movie? Damn.
I know what happened in the movie.
I know. And I'm like, damn, is you really watching the movie or is you doing something else?
Hey, I want to see Moana too. Let's go.
They don't be watching. Moana be looking at them.
Man, they gonna be sitting right. I'm paying for it and everything. You know what I mean?
You strict, ain't you?
Man, then a motherfucker.
It's all right.
Strict around here.
Well, okay. So, when did you realize, like, if you looked at Callie, you're like, dang, she really is getting older? Is there a certain instance that you was like, damn, she's getting older?
Man, when she started growing out all her clothes and shoes, and it was time to go shopping again, and funds wasn't funding. You know what I mean? That's when I was like, damn, my baby growing up. Then now, like, she play basketball and volleyball right now, and finna play softball. So,
okay,
yeah, she stayed busy. So I don't know. Just looking at her now, she's still small. Like, she's still, a tiny little kid. So it ain't really just hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I be having little moments where I look at her like, damn, she getting a little tall. Or she sit in the morning, she doing her own.
Swoops and the dupes.
Yeah, she doing it. She do it.
I know. Just tell her don't do it too much because they be down at their eyebrow and they be looking crazy.
Yeah, she ain't that bad.
Man, be
she
swooped in the dupes. I'm like, oh, they look like Nashville Shore. The hell? Girl, why you got all them dupes and stuff? I be like, girl, she be trying to do mad like that. I said, I'm 39.
Yeah.
I can't be looking like that. So,
man, I ain't ready for my baby to grow up. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
But it's coming. It's happening.
Man going to college and everything. I can't believe it. I know. Well, I think for me, I was always a kid that was popular, always going out. And now it's like, she's like, I gotta go to the game. I got to go. She be ready to go. And I'm like, damn, I go with you. Then I'm like, damn, she don't want my ass there. I'm old as fuck. She don't want to sit with me. I went to one game, got my feelings hurt. She was like, bye. I was like, God damn, I can't even sit at the damn game.
Bro, that's gonna break my heart.
Man, it did.
That, bro. I'm gonna be like,
It did. I was so sad. I'm like, God damn. But then I thought about it. I'm like, damn, when I was at the games, my mama wasn't there. Like, the fuck? So I need to, go. So now I just sit in the damn garage and wait till she done like a sucker.
You just gotta hope you raise them right.
I know.
That's it.
I know, and I've gotten a lot of people tell me like, oh, I saw her out, and she's just so respectful, so that's good. I'm glad she ain't embarrassing you.
That's good.
So that's
always a good thing.
That's good. Okay, so you're doing good. You're doing real well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This is my favorite question. If you could give your child a non-materialistic gift, what would it be? I got my answer. I'm waiting on you.
If I could give her a non-materialistic gift, that she's always compassionate. Like that she always has a heart for people, and she like that anyway. We pass people, homeless people on the side of the road. You gonna give them some money? Like, is you gonna give them some money? Like, read my pockets, you know what I'm saying? But nah, just that she always compassionate, she always kind to people, and that she can discern who she should give that to. You know what I mean? I don't want to wasting that on people who ain't deserving of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Now, you took a little bit of mine. Mine would be discernment.
Okay.
I feel like if you have discernment, you can kind of spot out, I'm always, that ain't your little friend. I'm always saying this. I would say discernment because God can convict her on certain things and she can point out who is really for her. So I would say discernment. So you did good on that one too.
Thank you.
Okay. The next
Came
one
straight
is,
from the heart.
I know.
Yeah.
You was good, Papa. Okay, so the next one would be, what's the difference between your parenting and your, how your parents raised you?
Not much yelling. You know what I'm saying?
You're a gentle parent?
Stern.
Okay.
I wouldn't say gentle. I would say I'm stern. I talk to her. I ain't got to raise my voice so much for her to know I'm serious. You know what I mean? Which is how my pops was. But my mama, she was on 10. And maybe she felt like she had to be raising 3 boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we tore that house up 2 holes everywhere. We used to do all type of stuff in that house. Football, basketball, boxing. Yeah, we was extra. So I understand why she parented us that way, because we got on her nerves. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the only difference. Like, I think we, the way my mama cared, the way my parents cared about us, the same way I care about my daughter. Yeah. Same way they was protective of us, I'm protective. But I would say it's just not as like
such a different time.
Like my mama, she talked raw to us. Like, I've been a bunch of little motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying? I'll let you feel me. And her, I can't even raise my voice at her. She get the puppy dog eyes, like. So yeah, I would say that's about it. Just the level of aggression in the parenting.
Yeah, I don't with mine. She probably, looking back, I probably looked at that ass. But she's a good girl. I would say, like, my mom, she would give me like that look. I tried to give my daughter that. She was like, "What's in your eye?" I was like, "You know what?" I was so pissed. I'm like, I'm trying to. She's like, "You alright?" I'm like, "Damn, this ain't even working on her." But yeah, I would say I tried to be to her who I needed when I was younger. That's how I go off based off on raising her. But yeah, she's a real cool kid. So, but my mom was serious. I still be like going to Daryl J's like day parties and shit with my cup in my hand with lemon drops. My mama was not doing none of those things. Yeah. So I would just say we're closer. I would say sometimes we're more so like sisters, but she know I don't play.
For sure.
I can't give it a look, but she know I don't play. So yeah. Okay, that's a good one. This is my last question.
This is my last answer.
What's rewarding to you as a parent?
Man, I would say just the look on her face when she see me, like when I'm picking her up or I'm coming to lunch, or you know what I'm saying, just that look of excitement that she get, like. And then I kind of see, like, when I say I'm so active at the school, I'm up there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I know that, like, you bring your chicken minis.
Yeah, look, every time we walk in there, cause they let like three of her students come sit with us, so they always, can we eat with you? I'm like, they be like, man, she got to decide that. But yeah, just that twinkle in her eye that when she see me is like that excitement. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I would say the same. Just being able to give her some of the things I know she wants, and just knowing I'm raising a good human being, because people, this world is cruel, so just raising her to be a good kid. Yeah. So that's rewarding for me. But thank you for cutting up with Carmen.
Hey, those some good questions.
I work real hard.
Hey, I enjoy cutting up with you.
Okay, thank you, Pop. I appreciate you. Okay.
Shout out to my girl Carmen. She'll be on every single episode, so y'all get ready to cut up with Carmen. So now that I'm back, the last thing I kind of want to discuss is generational curses. You guys kind of tiptoed on that a little bit too when you guys were talking. As far as generational curses, what generational curses do you feel like you've broken from what you went through?
I think just being present. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he was, I would say the first 9 years of my life, he was there day by day. You know what I mean? Then he ended up going to prison. Right. So it's like a big gap in my life where he wasn't there, where I kind of just became whatever influences that was around me. Like, you know what I mean? So I think just being present is kind of just the most, that's what kind of sticks out the most in my head. Is like, I really couldn't see myself not being present on a day-to-day type basis with her. You know what I mean? Right. And especially since I know what that creates. Like, I know what that created in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I think everything else, man, I was raised with love. I was raised with, taught how to be disciplined, taught how to be respectful to people. Like, I feel like all of the things that was poured into me that I'm pouring in. And I guess the environment is different. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in an environment that was like a little rough around the edges in the sense of, just what I got to see, what I was around, like, the stuff I can see my dad do. Callie never. You know what I mean? She'll never see me in that light. You feel me? And I think that was just kind of the norm for him. Like, even what he grew up seeing was like way rougher around the edges than what we had. So I think just generationally it's getting better. You know what I mean? So for me, more so, I'm not going to say curses. I'm just going to say just generational things in general. For instance, this isn't like something crazy or anything like that. I haven't seen half the things that you've seen. We talked about that. For sure. I haven't seen half the things you've done. But my things are smaller, such as I had to share a room until I was a sophomore in high school. I think that's when I had my first room. My kids have never had to share a room. So it's not a generational curse. It's just something that I always wanted to work towards. I never lived in a house until I bought my own house. Never lived in a house. My mom, she purchased a home maybe some years, maybe 5-6 years before me, maybe a little bit more. But as I was growing up, we never lived in a house. So that's another, again, not a curse, just something that I'm like, man, I want to change that. Traveling. We traveled, but it was more so because my mom was in the military. It wasn't like we just were traveling. We went to Arkansas, Memphis. We might have went somewhere here and there. St. Louis, but we stayed going to East St. Louis. But I wanted to change that to where my kids now have been everywhere. Riley's been to New York for the day for his birthday. We've been to Cali, Florida. My next goal is to get them out of the country, which I should have been doing, but just get my children out of the country. But they've been almost everywhere in the United States. So those are things that, like I said, mine are more so curses. Mine are just more so just generational bound. What's the word I want to use? Not boundaries. Not the word blockage either. Not generational barriers. There we go. Generational barriers. Thank you. Those because I don't want to say curses because my mom did a really, she did a really good job. And again, the things that you or even my husband Rodney have seen and done, baffles me. Like I every time he tells me a story or Quest has told me a story, I sit there with like, you saw what? It'd be crazy to me because it'd be so normal, like because everybody around you, yes. So like, I'm just you don't realize it's normal until you said to somebody like me going to therapy, talking about my environment growing up. She was just kind of like you're an extreme case. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's not. Like, me and Ronnie had that conversation when he talks about his childhood. Again, he grew up with love too. That's the good thing about y'all. Y'all grew up with love, but y'all also, I tell him, I think it was like 2 days ago. I said you grew up with 40% love and 60% survival. The love was there, for sure, no doubt. For sure. But everything that you saw growing up, everything that you witnessed growing up was survival. The love shows in the survival. Yes. Like, the sacrifices that was made for us to survive is a level of love. You know what I mean? But you don't really realize what love is until you grow up and you experience it, and then you like pour that into your own child. You know what I mean? Because I grew up, I tell them I'm the opposite. I'm like 90% love, maybe. Well, I'm saying 80% love, 20%. My survival skills are nothing compared to y'all. Like I don't own a gun. My husband does. He don't plenty guns, so that's why I feel safe. What he say? If you don't got the blicky, I can't mess with no man that ain't got the blicky. It's gonna get sticky. But me personally, I'm terrified of guns. I don't even like him. When he has it around, I'm like, can you please put your gun away? You can ask him, I ask him this all the time. Yeah. And he's like, the safety zone. And I'm like, I don't care. It just, I think I grew up in that age where they used to show those videos of, Jimmy picked up a gun and accidentally shot Terrence. And now, what I'm saying? I used to be like, I come from stuff like that. That's why I keep my gun up because we not to get too deep, but we done had situations where one of my siblings pulled a gun on the other sibling. Yeah, see. You know what I'm saying? And that's not. And see, you saw that, and to you, it's like you tell the story like it's normal. Like, oh yeah, he put a gun out on, smacked him in the face with it, and everybody went to jail, and then we came home. And I was sitting over here like that. What? I don't have stories like that. Yeah. Like my mom. I don't even know if my dad had a gun. Like I have no idea
I was raised in the country, and I think that's where a little of the difference comes in. Nashville is, even though it's a country place.
Yeah, it's a city.
Yeah, it's still a city. Where in Arkansas, where most of my family's from, that was straight country. I'm talking about chickens. And when my granddaddy, he was still alive, he worked on a farm. He worked on a farm his whole life, but he worked at a steel mill and a farm. And before they moved in the house that they're in now, they lived on a house behind this white man that they worked for, named Mr. Dillahunt. And I don't know if he built my granddaddy's house, but it was a house behind it. There's a whole family, all 10 kids lived in it.
It sound like my grandmama. It was the same way in Henderson.
And they had a party line. Y'all know what a party line is? A party line is, so you got your house, my house, Carmen house. And we probably stay about, I ain't gonna say a mile from each other, but we stay a pretty good, whatever. Everybody has a phone, but there is only one line. So if the phone rings and you pick it up and it's for me, you would probably send Callie down to my house to tell me to pick up the phone.
No, I ain't never heard of that.
Country. Before. My granny and them had outhouses at one point. Country. Yeah. We went to go feed peacocks. Country. So when he tells me stories like, and the police came in, I'm like, the police? And I be asking, what you do? I ain't do nothing. I'm like, I would have peed on myself. Like, what? This is crazy. Like, what you went through was crazy. Yeah. So, I understand that. I understand that too greatly, goddamn. So, so we're going to move forward. My next subject. My next question for you is, with the generational curses, which ones are you still struggling with? But you're like, man, I want to change this, but it's hard.
Maybe substance abuse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the ones, not to say that I got a super duper problem with substance abuse.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Like I've been working on sobriety as far as smoking weed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was like normal in my family. Yeah. And everybody in my family started smoking weed super young, like 12, 13, as kids. And for everybody, they kind of grew to other things, you know what I'm saying? Pills and getting into like pretty much everything. You know what I mean? So I think for me, like, not to say like I started smoking a lot later in my life than everybody else did, which is why I think I have a different relationship with it and I can like stop, you know what I mean? But just knowing that like we have a line of addiction that runs in my family, you know what I mean? Okay. And not want to, like, sometimes it make me feel like, am I normalizing? Because she may come, if I'm sitting outside when I was smoking, she may come outside and I tell her, like, give me a minute. Like, at some point she's going to know what that is. So it's like, I don't want to hide it from her in the sense of when she comes in contact with it, she don't know what to do. She don't know what it is. She don't know how to keep herself safe with it. You know what I mean?
And usually if you give children, not say children, if you, like you said, if you present that stuff to them or you let them know, that's probably why, I didn't even try that until I got into an adulthood. Like, I was like 23 when I tried it. And my friends did it, though, but I just wasn't with it. But nobody I ain't gonna say nobody, because my family does it. But I didn't see them doing it. Like, now, it's different. Now,
yes, it was.
Oh, now it's weird. We can't have a get-together without it. But back then, I didn't see any of my cousins, uncles, aunts. I didn't see none of them doing it. So then when I finally decided to do it, I was very curious. I was like, I don't know how this is going to make me feel. I don't know what this is going to do. So you're right. I feel like introducing them to it. Not saying introducing like, here, smoke weed. I'm saying just talking to them about it. Yeah. Just, so they know what to look for too. Sometimes it's the fear of like you educate them so that they can see that if, let's just say one of their friends out and they start rolling up, tell your child, like, hey, pay attention for moon rocks. Pay attention for this. Pay attention for that. Watch what they doing with this. And pay attention if they got a bump on their lip. Don't smoke that. Like, be aware. Yeah. Versus them not knowing nothing and just trying something. Yeah. And then they see they butt naked on top of Monte Carlo doing the chicken. Man, like, no. Like
did you see that happen before?
I didn't see it.
I was say that sound like that came from the memory.
Yeah, listen, they was butt naked doing the funky chicken
on top of a Monte
Carlo of all things. Strutting. What you remember on Fresh Prince Peacock? Yeah. We watching down that's what I saw. I was tweaking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that. So one of the generational barriers that I've been working on myself is being a people pleaser. I have people that I know in my family that, and as well as me, that we might do something for someone and then we complain about it after. And I don't think I realized I was doing it, but I started realizing more and more that like people in my family do it. I'm like, yeah, I do it too, and that's really a problem with me. Like I've always been a people pleaser growing up. I would if somebody asked me to do something, like you might ask me like, man, can you help me find an outfit? I might not even want to do the shit for real. Not to say I don't want to help. I've always wanted to help. I love helping people. That's not it. But sometimes we don't have the mental capacity to help somebody. But I was a people pleaser, so I would say yes, and then you help them. And then, or you do, I'm using this as an example with the clothes. You help them, like, hey, I found this outfit for you. Oh, I don't think this gonna look right on me. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, that costs too much. Why the fuck are you asking me for help? So then I help you, and then I complain about it. Man, I don't want to help them no more. Man, next time they ask me to do something, I ain't doing it. We good at that. I ain't doing it. Here they come back asking for help, and here we go. All right, I'll help you. And then we end up complaining about it again. So I had a mental breakdown a couple years ago where I just was in tears. Like somebody just triggered me, I think, y'all, and I had to walk out. I think I was in vibes at the time. It was homecoming. And I walked outside and sat on the curb. A friend of mine, he came outside and we talked. And I kind of just told him at that moment, like, I'm just tired of saying, like, being this person that's supposed to say yes. No wonder it felt like so many people like me as a person. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't like me as a person, but most people like me as a person. And I feel like it's because I'm always willing to be there. I'm always willing to help, which I am. But sometimes I feel like it gets abused. And I think that's now where I'm learning to... I used to be on time to everything. Now I start being late to things that people are late to for me. For sure. So if you're late all the time to my events, I'm going to be late on purpose now to yours. Not because, no ill will or nothing, just because I'm just going to reciprocate whatever you give me. Now, if you give me Quez gives me 130%, Quez going to give back 131%, because you gave me that 130%. So that's a barrier that I feel like I was struggling with for a very, very long time, but I don't think I'm struggling with that one as much, because I'll say no now in a heartbeat. For sure. In a heartbeat.
That's a good skill to have.
Hell yeah. So shit, I'm going to move forward. Do you feel like those generational curses that you had or have, helped mold you into the Quez that you are today?
You mean the ones that I've experienced, or the ones that I'm trying to like?
The ones that you've experienced in your past. Do you feel like they made you who you are today?
For sure.
Like if you didn't have those curses, you didn't have any of those generational curses. How do you think you would be as a person right now? Think you would rap? You think you would dress the way you dress? Anything like that?
I mean, I think, I would say that it molded me strongly, honestly. Like, me doing music came from just the environment and the situations and things that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? The way things were. Me being a driven person, like, it made me, like, just hyper driven on being successful, on getting through school, getting my degree. Like, those were the things that, like, I penned as, like, these are things that I must do in my life. You know what I mean? Just to kind of overcome or kind of change. So I would feel like so much of my makeup, even in how you say, like, it, not necessarily saying that, like, it created just good things in me. Like, it also created, I'm a people pleaser too. You know what I mean? I'm a person you could call and damn near always get a yes from. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of that came from me feeling like I lacked those things growing up. So I want to be those things for people. So I would say, I don't know how it would be different without going through those generational things. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think I would value family as much if I didn't go through so much loss of family and things like that. Like, I think it's just like everything that I went through kind of molded something in me that I took and I kind of molded it into a positive for myself. Gotcha. You know what I mean? And just the way that I carry myself or the way I feel about things. Yeah.
Man, you ain't had no crash out. What the kids say, crashing out? What's a crash out? What did we call crashing out back then? Just losing it? Going crazy?
I don't know if we had a name for it, because it was just, I don't think I really never really had a name
these kids are crashing out, baby. They are emotional, and and when I say emotional, I don't mean that in a bad way. Everybody has the right to cry and have emotions, but I'm noticing now with these kids these days that they're crashing out. It's like they're cool with losing their mind, and they cool with going to jail. Like, I ain't never seen a general, but also they cool with going to jail because they see the videos. Y'all see them on TikTok. They in jail shooting on the camera on Instagram. They on TikTok. You know, you get the gifts They pay you. Yeah. They on there getting the gifts. How the hell you in jail getting gifts? So they look at jail and they look at stuff like that like it's nothing. I'm gonna crash out. It's like they love talking about it. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to lose our minds. No. They want to lose their mind.
In this generation, I don't know. It just seems like it's a norm for them. Crashing out is a norm. Yeah. Like, but then you look at the influences that they have. It's like, you know, we promote what crashing out does. Social media, you crash out. The negative stuff on social media gets the most attention and the most
drama.
Traction. You know what I'm saying?
The
like
drama.
So it's kind of like we not necessarily us, but just the world has championed this negative lifestyle that we reward. Like even if you look in our society, a person come home from jail gonna get more money than a person come home from college.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's like, what are we subconsciously telling kids when we're rewarding the person who has done bad versus the person who done right kind of struggles in a sense. You know what I mean? Like it's just about what, like, redefining what's like what we should be building our society off of. Yeah. And a lot of people ain't willing to do that because if we just live in a generation that's gonna keep rewarding the bullshit. So you know, like
you said, the drama is the people are pretending. Again, this is a reason why I wanted this show. People are pretending to be something that they're not, just for likes, just for views. What's that one guy, the big muscled guy that dresses like Johnny Bravo? Be like, who?
The big.
I hate that motherfucker.
You know he live down here.
I don't care where the fuck he lives.
He live in Nashville.
I hope I see him in public. I hope he record as I come say
something. He be at True Fit. You probably might run.
I ain't never seen that man. And Madison
True Fit.
You lying?
I swear to God. What
time you
I've seen him plenty of times. It's been a while. I ain't seen him in a few months, but he used to be up all the time though.
I'm so glad that I ain't ran into that motherfucker. I'll be like, if you hoo-ha by me one time, I'm gonna knock your ass. He is like tap dancing uncle. He's a buffoon for real. Yeah. Like you literally put on tight jeans on purpose, a tight shirt on purpose, a fake wig, fake cartoon glasses, and walk around hoo-ha.
Thank you very much.
Johnny Bravo was. Johnny Bravo was, but he ain't. Who he supposed to be? Jermaine Bravo?
Jermaine Bravo.
Like, you still black. Stop pretending and then you're pretending to be a white character. Like, chill, bro. Like, make your own character. But my problem with that is, once you get outside of that character, then who are you? Like, are you still funny? Yeah. So, like, if they took all that away, like, they're like, okay, do something funny. You got to do the hoo-ha. And it ain't even funny. Honestly, I don't even understand why people are still watching him. It's not even funny no more.
I don't.
Like,
it's just it's something foolish to look at. It's like I said, it's the mess that's gonna get the attention.
Then he just eat big ass burgers and shit. Like what I made sure to please take this off my algorithm because how did he get?
I don't want to see this.
I don't want to see no damn
no more.
But yeah, I appreciate the conversation. As we said earlier, Quez is hot in these Nashville streets. And he is also a well-known rapper here in Nashville, outside of Nashville, but definitely home. Home means everything to him. If y'all don't know about Quez, Quez is an advocate for Nashville. When the tornado and stuff happened, my boy was out here helping pick up trees out of yards, everything. So when he say he for the city, he mean he for the city. And he's one of my favorite rappers. And I want to try something different with this podcast. I want to bring back an old school feel, and I actually want to play a snippet of a video on every episode. So today's video, we're going to go to Quez to find out what video of his he would like to play and why.
Man, I would say Grand New Opry.
Okay.
Grand New Opry. I feel like you said, I advocate for Nashville. I advocate for the city. And I feel like that's a song that, like, being black here is difficult. Right. You know what I mean? It's like you feel like a second-rate citizen, or you feel like nothing in this city is really built or made for you.
Us at all.
You know what I mean? Or you just got to find small pockets. So it's like, it just don't feel like it's for us. But the city is built off of blackness, if you know the history. Like, so much of why Nashville is what it is because of black voices, black creatives, black entrepreneurs.
Right.
So
we're the reason it's even called Music City.
Nah, for real. Like, all of that come from us. Like, hot chicken come from us. Yeah. Everything that Nashville is known for comes from black people.
Facts.
So with my music, I always want to put that at the forefront. And Grand New Opry is one of those songs that just kind of redefines my view of, like, what country music is. Like, I'm not a person that feels like I want to conform with country music to have a name and to get where I feel like I want to get to in Nashville. I want to be able to do the music that I want to do. So it's just a play off of Nashville being country music USA. But it's more so talks about my experience in Nashville.
Okay.
You know.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that video play, and we'll talk about it in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Grand new opera. Look, today's a new day, a different hue trying to rep for the city. This a new face, now they gotta make some room and I'm grinning close to suitcase. These niggas ain't buying, they only fish in when they choose the interest of tourists and hillbillies. Downtown feel like Disney World to them, but to us it's just reminders of the ways we can't get in. That's the glass ceiling again, the one they said that don't exist. I can't take my eyes off it, they'll go lower it again. Drop my nuts and shed my skin, I done talk my shit again. With the streets I made an offering, could never make amends. I still practice daily sins, praying for Mercedes Benz, but I may do with this bucket like my hat 360 brim. I was living in the gym, reached my limit in the gym. Even as a short fat nigga, I still could touch the rim. Lift so much weight on my limbs, all the strain I'm holding in. I exploded full of pain, but I won't hold that shit again. I'ma pour out through my pen, I stop pouring on my friends. Told the truth, pissed off my therapist, now my therapist pissed. My whole household lived off bricks, my household looked like the Knicks. Step up and get your ass kicked, my nigga pass the sticks. I hit 21 on this, blackjack I'm cashing in. Shit, I finally got my cash right, now Bitcoin is the trend that we go behind again. Losing traction on the winds, they'll end up a whole decade ahead like Yeezy 2010. Yeezy sounded crazy then, till it came to fruition. Now a dark twisted fantasy left beauty marked realities. 808s and heartbreaks again, what a tragedy. Man, you know what baffles me, they'll send someone after me. Ain't no way they think it's sweet, look how I collapsed the beat. Like a lung in nicotine, ain't nobody sick as me. I done healed the sickness in my mental, it's a different me. And I keep getting better, I know it's the MC sick of me. The way that I go hammer on the jigger beat. Fred Sanford in a villa suite, feeling like I made it, it's time to feed the village me. I had to choose a different feat, I'm so used to giving free. Put a price on it, now they treat me like I quit the team. I just know my worth, plus this gotta pay the dental fees. Trying to turn my rent into a mortgage, grow the family. And my daughter can't eat beats, I can't pay a bill with free. 106 in Park, this should be a top 10 every week.
And we're back. That was Grand New Opry by Marquez Cantrell. Quez, can you tell me, like, what was the inspiration behind the actual video itself?
Man, so we shot majority of it down on Broadway.
Okay.
Really just wanted to show people, like, it was kind of like a play off of what the tourism videos look like here, where you see the, you know, people riding by on the paddle taverns and
them
the cowboy boots, and I ain't never been on one.
I have.
You know what I'm saying?
Ankles be on fire.
But the cowboy boots and the, you know, the hats and stuff, and really just showing people, like, it. When you look at it, even when you see in the video, it's only white people.
Yeah.
And everybody that's black is either, you know, you got the kid playing on the drum.
Yeah.
You got the black dude work security at the door. It's like everybody that's black down there is something for service or something. You know what I mean? So really just trying to show, like, what I'm saying in the song. Yeah. And actually, like, showing you, like, this is what Broadway looks like. You know
and
I mean?
love the title, the Grand New Opry.
For
those that's not from Nashville, you may not understand, but there's a place called Grand Ole Opry. Yeah. One of the oldest probably buildings in Nashville. So you showing us what the new Grand New Opry, what the new is in Nashville.
Like, we hear, like, basically, I go outside of Nashville and tell people I'm from Nashville. They be like, damn, it's black people in Nashville.
Man,
and that just be crazy because they don't know it's like we got the three HBCUs right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's so much Black history has happened here, and it just gets overshadowed by country music. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like this way.
Yeah, you go downtown, and that's all you gonna see. I mean, you don't see a lot of us downtown
for sure
because it's not our. Let's see. Broadway is kind of like the white Atlanta.
For sure.
Nashville's the white Atlanta.
For sure. That's
like you go on Broadway, man, you gonna see spicks and specks of us, but you ain't gonna. There's no designated club or bar for us downtown. Used to be. Now it used to be.
They got us up out of there.
Yeah, Second Avenue used to. Listen, used to pop Mystic.
When Barfly is down.
Barfly, Hurricane. It was a. I think the hookah bar still there. So what's it called?
They just opened second back up.
That's Sambuca. What was that? What's that place called? I don't know what it's called. Yeah. There was an after hour spot down there. They used to pop. Now ain't nothing for us down there. The closest thing to downtown probably is Vibes.
And that's what on.
And that's on Demonbreun. Yeah, that's on Demonbreun. And then we lost. We had 3,000. We lost that.
Man, so, that's a norm.
Yeah. That's a topic for another day. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I appreciate you coming on here with me today, Quiz. Like I said, this is my first episode and a little bit nervous, but my brother being here made everything so much more better. Yeah. Shout out to Carmen. Again, she's gonna be on every episode. So if you guys got any questions, any topics that you do want to discuss, DM me. My Instagram is Rebel with a Cause, REBELWITACAWZ. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Anywhere you're looking for me, I'm there. Quiz?
Yeah, Quiz Cantrell. You can find me anywhere. Quiz Cantrell. QUEZCANTRELL.
Oh, you said that real smooth. Do it again.
QUEZCANTRELL. That might go in a song or something. That kind of flow.
It's the creative juices that flow. You know what I'm saying? Period. So again, I thank you guys for being here with me today. Again, the podcast is called Lit in Real Life, and my motto is be real, stay lit.